Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just going to say that briefly. Yeah, I think that to your point, there is something to be said, and this is what a lot of critics have to say. There's something to be said for Pakistan being willing to take some shock treatment. And what I mean by that is that there are
Right.
those critics that thought that, I'm not sure I agree with this. There's some critics that think it would have been better for the IMF and key donors not to have helped bail out Pakistan when it was going through that very difficult period, because they would have to learn that you can't keep relying on external sources to help you out. You need to learn that if you don't take the steps that are so critical to take, second
Mm,
generations and reforms and all that, you could see what could happen in the end. So, there are those critics that say that Pakistan needs to fail first to learn, fail economically, to learn just how high the stakes are for taking these steps, these reform measures that it has, for political reasons, really stayed away from so long, even when the IMF so many times has called for them. So yeah, to your point, indeed, I mean, Ishaq Dar, he was relieved, as so many were in Islamabad, to be getting
yeah.
that loan. But then one could also argue sort of the glass half empty argument that, well, okay, you got that, and where did that get you? Yes, it caused you to avoid a catastrophic crisis. That's important.
Right.
But where are you today? You're still in a place where your economy is very fragile. It could easily get worse in due course, and you could be back in the same place where you risk again a default. Pakistan's not there now, but my point is that so long as you keep going through these cycles
Of course, of course.
where you don't take those steps, the risk is always there.
Every now and then we keep hearing of a new study that tells us that every new child born in Pakistan owes this as much to the world. Then then 6 months, 6 more months pass, and then we find a new study that says, "Oh no, that was the wrong amount. Now every the new child born in Pakistan owes this much to the world." So things are absolutely critical, and I love Netflix, you know that. I think everyone who knows me knows that how big of a Netflix buff I am. So I saw this a new movie that's come out on the India's Bank of India's governor, who actually went through the same entire cycle in the 90s, and he opened his country to the IMF. And I couldn't help but draw a parallel between Indian economy and Pakistan's economy as to how they were also at some point at the same place that we are right now, where they had to actually send out their own gold to Bank of England and Bank of Switzerland, so to actually get some more loans to function the daily needs of their economy. And we've been through at that juncture repeatedly. We've been at that juncture numerous times that we do not really know whether we'll be standing at that juncture 6 months from now. So of course reforms are due.